screen share that talks about how you can create a on-chain. Everything I do is totally on-chain. You can create an on-chain scam alert system. And but to start out, I want to show you a system which was more, it was designed to be more of a chat. Initially for this world, the Orthoverse, and the Orthoverse is uh, on Ethereum, of course, but this was on Polygon, and the addresses are the same, and that's really key. So, and this kind of crude HTML looking stuff it pulls all the transactions that call a specific address on the Ropstein network. And so the new scam alert thing that I built on Polygon is similar to this. It just doesn't have anything in it yet. And of course, you can also see this. First of all, you can run this entirely from IPFS, which is kind of interesting. But then you can also interact with this, directly through Polygon Scan itself. And I have few different versions of this. This one is just kind of more when I was uh, in the development phase, right? So you see different things. But I think this one also crosses from one contract to another. So it shows you can kind of move between these systems, right? They're very open and they're very connected. Like this here, was created with a different contract, an older contract that I used, but yet I see them all in the same place. This version, in fact, has something that I just released, which was the ability to embed binary images into Polygon transactions, and the whole block is about 3 times bigger than any of the other blocks because it's got so much data in it. And but I was able to do it. I was able to put these images in binary format into the transactions. And the reason why most people aren't doing things like this is because you don't find instructions sort of in the normal rule book of how to do things. And I do things in a very different way. What I generally do, and so now we're going to actually look at the scam alert. What I do is make these contracts that appear to be really simple. You'll scratch your head and say, well, what does it do? Where's the contract? Where's the part that does something, right? Because I all I appear to do is get some information and then send a tiny bit of Polygon to this address, which I call this an anchor. It's a kind of a common point of reference we can use for all scams. So anybody that would want to have even another scam alert contract could send a tiny bit of Polygon to that address, and we would see it. And that's the point, to be really conspicuous and visible. And then this is, of course, the address that you want. And the trick here is that even though the scam is on Ethereum, you you can reference it here and kind of make a logical jump. And I'll show you that now. If we come back to here and go see the news, we can find the smart contract of this. And you'll notice, so here's the Orthoverse smart contract, which is not a scam. But you'll notice here it says click to view address on 2 other chains. So that means that you can point into Ethereum quite cheaply from other chains, and it's quite convenient that this shows it here. But of course, with the website, you can programmatically find that on the back end. So in this case, we're going to go to Ropstein because that's where I had created a pointer, and you find it as an internal transaction. And so, and if you keep kind of following this logic, you will eventually arrive um, at this contract, but not shown to you in this way, right? Just rendered from the ledger, and you can actually even drill down uh, and read it right here. So there's so many points of ingress into this system. It's massively connected. It is the polar opposite of the closed garden token system that we're used to seeing. See there, that was something I wrote, and another fake address that I added, right? And so, oh, okay, yeah. So here again is the scam alert, and now this is this just shows that these null addresses can be used kind of as a central anchor, right? So I'm saying that the one that's all zeros is heavily used. This one that's all ones I've started to use, and then I'm suggesting that the one that's all twos would be good for this scam alert. And you can actually even type it in and find it. I can find the zero key. Uh, yeah, so this would be it right here. So that so even as different people have different initiatives, and you could even have different smart contracts, but uh, as long as we agree on common things like pointing to this, then it'll work out. And here, so here is anatomy of a smart contract scam, and here does disclose this is, an address, right? So if you look at the address here, again, you click to view on other chains, and if we had added it, it would show up as Polygon here. You would suddenly see a fourth Polygon entry, and you would click on it, and you could read somebody, saying that it's a scam or whatever. And there's a way for even the person to rebuke this. It's a very simple system, and it's very different from anything I've ever seen. So it takes a while, kind of, for folks to wrap their brain around it. But I think that this is super powerful, and this is the key. Thank you.